Good evening, Troy fans. I'm coming to you live from Lagoon Park in Montgomery, Alabama. 7:30 is your time on the 27th of June. The matchup between the Troy Ozone All-Stars and the Luverne Ozone All-Stars. Luverne, who played earlier in the day, pulling out a big win over Mims Park today, looking to keep their streak going this afternoon or this evening against a hot Troy Ozone team. The weather is perfect for baseball. Of course, the sun is going behind the clouds. The wind's blowing a little bit. If y'all are picking that up in the microphone, I'm sorry. This is a multi-dozen dollar operation here. So it's probably going to be a lot of we can get what we can get. But extremely happy to have one of my main men in the booth with me, if you will, tonight, Mr. Rick Cochran. Rick has volunteered his time and is going to try to run this tripod so you don't really miss out on any action. So we're a definitely work in progress here. Rick, glad to have you tonight. Rick, what are you kind of looking forward to seeing from the guys tonight, coming off a couple of big wins, and you're going in facing a team that you faced a few weeks ago in district?
Well, my 3 keys to victory. Just kidding. I think one thing that might be overlooked is we've thrown a lot of strikes the last 2 games. So when you throw strikes, you keep pressure on the batters, and good things happen. So I think we can continue that tonight. Keep putting the bat on the ball, playing solid defense. Good team win.
Absolutely. That's you mentioned defense. Of course, we've had some pretty hot bats here lately, but our defense, Rick, I mean, we got to turn another double play yesterday against Greenville. And, you know, we turned about 3 or 4 against them in the district championship game a few weeks ago down in Greenville as well. And what kind of confidence, I mean, and Matt and I has talked about it before, does a pitcher have on that mound when his defense is working that good?
Well, it just lets you know you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to strike everybody out. You don't have to throw perfect pitch after perfect pitch, and yeah, it should give you a lot of confidence. So I think that definitely builds a lot of momentum for a pitcher, and they can relax and just do their thing.
I love it. And Luverne has taken the field tonight. They'll be the home team this evening. Troy will come in being the visitors, and their lineup this evening coming straight from Coach Adam Brookins' front pocket this evening. Number 17, Cole Cleveland, will lead us off, followed by number 18, Austin Banks. Number 16, Parker Precise. 13, Barrett Powell in the cleanup hole, followed by number 35, Elliott Cochran. Number 6, Coggins Brown. Number 14, Jackson Jones. Now, you may have remembered Jackson's been number 4 the past few ball games, but there was an error in the uniform making, so he wears an extra number on the white pinstripe jersey, and that'll be the first time in the state tournament Troy has sported this uniform tonight. But followed by Jackson is number 7, Jalen Copeland. Number 19, Ethan Ernsberger in the 9 hole. Number 2, Zane Brookins, and number 10, Judd Ross will finish your lineup there. So Troy looking to stay hot, keeping the sticks hot, keeping the bases full and scoring some runs here. We've been very fortunate the past 3 games, and even going into district. Being able to put some pressure on some pitchers, put some pressure on some defense, and score some runs. So Troy looking to stay hot tonight. It's a 1.5 hour ball game here, or 6 innings, or a run rule like we experienced yesterday. So we're looking to get things kicked off here. Luverne has thrown the ball down. Their pitcher has the ball, and we're set to play a little baseball here in Lagoon Park in Montgomery. And the pitch, Cole Cleveland takes for strike 1. Cole been having a pretty good tournament here lately, looking to keep things going. From the leadoff spot, and the pitch, swung on and chopped down the third base line, going to be fielded by the third baseman, throw over the first for an out on an 0-1 pitch. That'll bring up to bat number 18, Austin Banks. Austin looking to keep his hit streak alive here as well. Swung on and drilled into center. That's going to be a home run, ladies and gentlemen. Number 18, Austin Banks, with a big solo shot to start off his night. Austin Banks being pulled up, an 11-year-old playing on this 12U team, and has performed very well, very well, Rick. And starting off the game, first pitch, he didn't waste any time there, Rick. Troy on the board, 1-0, top of the first with 1 out. Parker Precise up to bat. He'll look at ball 1. 1-0 is going to be your count. Parker seeing the ball real well here lately too. And the pitch, high for ball 2. 2-0 is a count to Parker Precise.
Josh, one thing's for sure, I'm gonna have to move this tripod a little faster to catch that missile out of here.
3-0 to Precise. Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, we talk about Austin being 11, but he's got one of the highest exit velocities of any kid on this team, and that's saying a lot with the bats we got.
Absolutely.
So Parker with the 3-0 count and the pitch. He'll take outside for ball 4. Precise draws a walk. And if you're Luverne, probably not a terrible walk there.
Nope.
Luverne's got number 3, Landry, on the mound. Looking to minimize his damage here in the first, bringing up Barrett Powell. Swing and a miss for Barrett Powell. Strike 1. Looked like a pitch he probably should have took there, Rick, but what do I know? I'm just his dad.
Well, it's hard to tell from here, Josh.
0-1 to count on Powell with a little fake pickoff move to keep Parker honest over there. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Landry wasting no time and wasting no pitches here. 0-2 to count. Parker still second base on the throw. Runners on second, 1 out. Barrett Powell at bat with a 0-2 count. Pitcher steps off. Trying to get Parker back to second base as they dig in for the 0-2 pitch. Took the pitch for ball 1. That was a pretty good pitch there, Rick.
Yeah, looked like
Not sure where it was, but 2 strikes. You got to be looking to protect the plate here. 1-2 the count for Barrett Powell. Chopped into between the second base and the shortstop there. Parker will round third, going home. Troy's on the board again, 2-0 with a single from Barrett Powell.
There we go.
I got replaced, huh?
Oh, there's Matt Brown, everybody. Matt was running. No, Matt, hey, you're good. Rick's running camera for us, buddy. Matt Brown is here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He watched his daughters dominate a softball game today. Glad to have Matt back with us. Rick's here. The whole crew is here tonight. We're way over budget already. Up to bat, Elliott Cochran, 35, with a rip past the third baseman into left field. Barrett's going to hold up at second base, and Elliott's on base with a single. Boy, Elliott didn't waste any time tonight. First pitch stroking right there.
Well, we needed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming from the same household, of course.
Elliott, one of the most dangerous, great hand-eye coordination, bat-to-ball skills. And that's going to bring up Coggins Brown here, number 6 for Troy. Coggins will take a pitch for ball 1.
Now, Coggins struck 2 of them yesterday.
Yes, he really got a hold of the baseball yesterday.
Drove in, what, 4?
Several for sure. Looking to keep his bat hot. Good take right there for ball 2. 2-0 is a count to Coggins Brown. You know, speaking of the same household, you're really going to have to hit it somewhere to get Barrett moving, Rick. So,
Well,
chopped down the third base line to Coach Brookins there. And Coach Brookins making sure we don't get called for that interference call again.
That's right.
There.
That's right.
Rick, so,
well, we got a clarification on that rule yesterday.
okay.
Untimely, but, you know.
2-1 to count on Coggins. And the pitch. Rope down to the shortstop here. Nobody's at third base for the force play there, so they'll go across the diamond to get the out at first. The shortstop come up and really kind of wanted that force play there at third. And Fortunate for him, he didn't waste any time and really made a decision to go on to first base to get that out. But Coggins does his job, moves the runners over. Runners at second and third now for Jackson Jones here. And the pitch takes for strike one. And Jackson moving his way up just a little bit here, and the pitch low for ball one. 1-1 to count. 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Troy on top already, 2-0. Landry from Luverne not wasting a whole lot of time. And the pitch. Oh, whip past the third baseman. That's going to score at least one, and Elliott's on Barrett's coattails there. That'll drive in 2. A big single in the left field. Down the third base line, Rick. You couldn't have painted it any prettier.
No, sir, that was great.
By Jackson Jones. Jackson is going to get a courtesy runner. He's going to be towing the rubber tonight.
That ought to make him feel good as he has steps on the
Absolutely.
rubber tonight.
That'll bring up number 7, Jalen Copeland. And the pitch roped to the second baseman here, and he flips it to the shortstop for out number 3. So 4 runs, Rick, in the top of the first for the Troy boys, looking to strike first and strike early, and that they did, Rick. They really didn't waste any time, and we didn't really look at a whole lot of pitches there.
No, we didn't. Pitcher had a good sequence, quick sequence, kept him coming pretty regularly and didn't pause a lot. We saw a lot of pausing yesterday, it seemed like.
Did see a lot of pausing.
I think as a hitter, that takes you out of your rhythm a little bit. And if the pitcher can keep throwing strikes, it definitely gives them an advantage.
So the Troy defense looking to take the field now. As we mentioned earlier, Jackson Jones looks like he's going to take his spot on the bump tonight. And we'll wait as they take their positions here and kind of give you a rundown of where Troy is tonight. Once again, it looks like Parker Precise is going to take his spot at third. Elliott Cochran taking his spot at shortstop. And that's going to put Cole Cleveland tonight with Jackson pitching. At second base, Barrett Powell walking across the diamond very leisurely. He'll be going over to first. It looks like there's some subs already going on. So, okay, so Judd's going to right, Jalen's going to center, and Austin will take his spot over in left field. So, Matt, we were talking about tonight, we didn't waste any time this evening.
No.
Like really aggressive, didn't look at a lot of pitches and kind of got down to business, Matt.
Yeah, that's a good start. That's always a come out hot. Like I said, we're in kind of the same boat again where we play this team once and we don't need to, hard to beat a team twice, like you said, like we talked about last night. But it's a really good start.
So Luverne looking to come in the bottom of the first and try to gain some of them runs back. And they'll have to do it against an efficient Jackson Jones. The Luverne lineup this evening. Number 4, Cam. Number 8, Jax. Number 11, Chandler. Number 18, Tristan. Number 24, Rayshawn. Number 7, Drew. Number 3, Landry. Number 2, Rylan, S-R-A-Y-L-A-N. Number 6, Traylon. Number 23, Bryson. And number 12, Jackson for the Luverne Ozone All-Stars. Rick, Ozone is giving me a fit tonight, but I can't get it out.
There's 2 syllables.
Ozone. And the pitch from Jones. Strike number 1.
Either way.
We mentioned earlier, Matt and Rick, y'all can both vouch. Y'all both got to see him pitch in the rec season. Jackson, very efficient. It's a swing and a hit to second base. Cole Cleveland, bobbles the ball, throws it over to first, and Powell misses it.
Calamity of errors there.
Yeah, a lot of errors. Everybody that touched the ball.
Well, like you said, Jackson's going to throw a lot of strikes, and a lot of times when you have a lot of strikes, pitchers throw a lot of strikes. You need your defense to work, and that's the first time I've really seen a couple errors there, but I mean,
That's right.
We'll bounce back. We give them first base a couple times, got some double plays before, so we'll be all right.
Pick over the first base is not successful. So no outs, runner on first for Luverne. Bringing up number 8, Jax. And the pitch, fouled back for strike 1. Jackson Jones, he very similar to Landry here, not wasting much time. He'll toe the rubber, get set, and pitch low for ball 1. 1-1 is going to be that count.
We're in the bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first.
4-0 Troy after top 1.
And the pitch. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Powell gives it a chase. That play is going to get thrown to second base, and everybody's going to be safe there. Everybody's safe. Just kind of like, I don't think it's an error there, Matt and Rick, but it's just one of them no man's land balls. And
a ball hitting the right spot. If it's hit 5 feet in the other direction, it's probably out. That was just the drop right in the right spot.
So runners on first and second. Luverne looking to recoup here. Jackson Jones with the pitch. Swung and missed by number 11, Chandler.
Austin, back up third. Back up third, Austin.
Runners at first and second in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch. Ooh, took it for strike 2. 0-2 to count to Chandler. He's looking to do some damage with the runners on bags here. 1 runner in scoring position. Jackson Jones gets his sign, looks the runner, comes set, and the pitch. Swung on and hit to center field. That's going to be off the fence. Fielded by Jalen. 1 run will score, and they're trying to throw him at third, and he's safe. Very good throw coming in from Copeland.
That was a
But
great throw.
1 run will score for Luverne.
They didn't make that throw, and that's probably...
It's a really good hit by Chandler there.
Hey, way throw the ball, Joe Money.
Jalen really put that on a dime there and made that play at third. Very close, very close. No outs, and that's going to bring up number 18, Tristan. 4-1 is your score in the bottom of the first.
We may have our first Daddy Ball podcast 20-inning interview. We'll get Mary Clark to talk about her team a little bit.
There you
Okay.
go. Job.
Dallas County.
They strike 1, right? I didn't miss a pitch.
Yeah.
Strike 1
called
for
strike.
number 18, Tristan. And the pitch. Good block up there by Zane. He'll take that for ball 1, a little low there. 4-1's your score. Bottom 1. Troy jumped on top early. Luverne looking to do some damage here with a foul ball.
That's foul ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes will be your count now. Jackson really looking to limit some damage here and get out of this inning. He needs to get this first out, Rick, just to kind of settle the nerves a little bit, and which probably should have had that very first one for sure, but the pitch swung on and hit into right field. That's going to be foul.
Over here.
Little hook on it there.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. Had that been fair, they'd have been running for a little bit, Matt.
Yeah.
Number 8, Bayman, with a pretty good lead over here on third base. Stretching it out, and the pitch. Swung on and chopped, foul. 1-2 is still your count with no outs. Luverne with 2 runners in scoring position, runners at second and third here for the Luverne All-Stars. Number 18, Tristan, up to bat with a 1-2 count, and the pitch. Low for ball 2. Troy really needing to get out here, guys. As Jones comes set, and the pitch. Looked at for him. That's what they call a backwards K, Matt Brown.
I told you, Unfortunately, I was not able to talk to my boss today about getting the Kennedy Plastics Recycling Division.
Yeah, they brought us
all
the
plastic
first inning.
caves, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. And $200 because we mentioned his name on there last night. So that's the first out of the inning there. Brings up number 24, Rashawn.
I did put a request for PO in. I'm waiting to see if that comes
Absolutely.
through.
We'll turn in that invoice
Good awareness by Zane Brookings there.
to tag.
Got
the
out of his
runner
glove
away.
a little bit, and he got it in his hand and tagged him before he got away.
Just being safe there, Rick. Safety first. Popped up behind home plate, well out of play, all the way to the press box. Good bounce on that ball
Yeah,
there.
you definitely don't want to throw the ball to first with a runner on third if
No.
you can help it.
Number 24, Tristan digs in here for the 0-2 pitch. Jones receives the sign, comes set. Gets past Brookins there, low.
I hit the umpire outside a little bit there. Like bounce off him, ricochet off of him.
Runners stay put. 1 ball, 2 strikes as you count. 1 out. Bottom first, 4-1 Troy. And the pitch. Inside for ball number 2.
Unless your dash in that one felt like.
It did. 2-2 is going to be the count to number 24, Rashawn. Jones here battling early. And the pitch. Strike. Number 3. Once again, man.
He was confused about it.
Hey, it looked like it was straight down the gut there, my friend. That's 2 down. Troy looking to get out of here with 1 run scored. Bringing up number 7, Drew. Defense needs to kind of lock down here. And let's get out of here, guys. Pitch high for ball 1. 1-0 is the count to number 7, Drew. Jones has really battled back and pitched well here after not really a shaky start, but defensively, high chop to the third baseman, Parker Precise, and he's going to throw it over to Powell
Good job.
for out number 3. Troy gets out of that inning with only 1 run being scored. Big inning there. Ground out.
What you doing? Watching boat.
1 run, bottom 1 for Luverne All-Stars. Troy did very well there, limiting the damage in the bottom of the first. The first 3 batters getting on base there, and Jackson Jones really buckled down and made some good pitches there down the stretch. And the Troy defense finally decided they want to wake up, Rick. I think that first ball got on top of them, and maybe they were still asleep. I'm not real sure. So
Yeah, everybody can go to work now.
everybody can
Settle
go
down
to
a little
work.
bit. Make some adjustments.
Typically, we don't let politicians in the booth, but ladies and gentlemen, Forrest Albritton, who sits on the school board in Crenshaw County, he's looking for votes, y'all. He just won the election, this past year or something. He's like 40 days into it or something, already looking for votes for the next go-round. But this top of the second inning will be brought to you by Forrest Albritton for school board education, and we'll send you an invoice for that little advertisement there.
Your son's ready to kill me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. When they were warming up, that ball, it came by and almost hit. I was standing at the fence and it hit right at me. I said, "Come on, Bert." I said, "I thought I could trust you." I said, "You come back to me, I'm going to stick Luke on you." He looked at me, he said, "I'm about to throw this ball at you."
Well, apparently he was trying to let that one by you in the first inning, too.
No, that wasn't him. He blamed himself. He said, "That's mine." And I wanted to say, and I don't know whose kid the other one was. I was about to say, "Barrett, that ain't you there."
So here we are in the top of the second inning. And number 19, Ethan Ernsberger, is going to lead us off here for Troy. Ethan had a couple of really good hits yesterday. One of them was for an out, but the hit was very hard. Rick's, I think he said he was taking a bathroom break. I'm not real sure. But we take that out of his pay.
Yeah, that's right.
First pitch to Ethan, a little high for ball 1. 1-0's the count. Oh, yeah. If you can't see, no, we can't see Rick because he's not in the picture, but good little bit of hustle there.
Nice brisk jog there.
Listen, it's tough to find
It
good help.
was. Rick's in swing. That is out of here, folks. That is a no-doubter. Ethan Ernsberger on the second pitch of the at-bat takes one out in left field. Really good hit by Ernsberger there. Threw him an inside pitch, and Ethan turned on it, and there was no doubt when it left the bat, folks. That's going to make it 5-1 Troy in the top of the second inning.
Which one's it?
Ladies and gentlemen, a rare appearance from Ben Cochran, coming in to steal some seeds from his dad. Well, you come out here, Ben, we're going to put you on YouTube, my friend. We already went up 30 viewers when Ben come out here, so.
Yep.
And all of them's going to vote for Forrest. So that'll bring up number 2, Zane Brookins, and he'll take strike 1. Who's that? I think he's 12. He's 12. And the pitch. Not really sure where that one missed, Rick, but umpire called the ball. 1-1's going to be your count to Brookins. And the pitch. Ripped down to the third baseman. The umpire says he didn't make the catch, but he'll throw it across the diamond for out number 1. That was very close to going either way.
He hit it pretty hard. Just right at him.
He did. So that'll be out number 1 of the inning. And that'll bring up the 11-hole hitter, number 10, Judd Ross, and the pitch. Takes for strike 1. Tell you, Rick, there's one thing about this young man Landry here. He hadn't really wasted many pitches tonight. He's a couple balls here and there, but he's really filled up the strike zone. And the pitch foul off for strike number 2. And he works quick too, Rick. He really he don't waste any time there on the mound.
You're right.
And the pitch turned on and hit past the shortstop into center field. Judd will hold up there at first for the nice single in the center field. Very good to see Judd get a good hit right there, Rick. That gets us back to the top of the lineup. Number 17, Cole Cleveland, stepping in.
You know, I think it's one of the more exciting hits off the bat is to go right up the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, you squared it up, you timed it perfectly as Cole looks at ball 1. 1-0's the count, 1 out, top of the second. Troy looking to continue the damage here.
And don't get me wrong, 250-foot bombs are also fun to watch.
No doubt about that. As Cole squares around, the pitch gets away from the catcher there, Jacks, and Judd strolls into second base. Cleveland here is going to have a 2-0 count. And the pitch. Cleveland will lay down the bunt down the first base line. He's trying to bunt for a base hit here. The out is at first, but does move the runner over from second to third. Nice little sacrifice bunt from Cole Cleveland there.
Ball in the air. You see the first baseman?
What is that?
He thought it was 3 outs. He just rolled the ball back to the pitcher.
So
All right.
that's going to be 2 down in the top of the second with Austin Banks, who hit a huge home run his first at bat.
Hey,
Austin looking to stay hot here this evening.
that's right. My hand is on the tripod.
Hand is on the tripod. I still don't think you can keep up with Austin's exit below.
I probably need to zoom out.
And the pitch. Hit well again, but not as well as it was last time. But that's going to drop there in left center field. Austin Banks around first base looking, but he'll hold up there at 1. Probably a good call there by Coach Holton. And that'll bring up number 16, Parker Precise. Austin on first base. I got a pretty good feeling what may happen here. Landry steps off the mound. Probably a good call there to keep Austin honest. A pitch in the dirt, Austin stays put.
Get it the wrong way.
Rick, to say Austin's fast is an understatement, I believe. And the pitch. Parker chops one in the dirt to the first baseman. He's going to get by the first and second baseman. Austin's going to come around second, digging for third. Parker's going to hold up there at first with a single. Two outs in the top of the second inning. Runners on first and third for number 13, Barrett Powell, who squeaked out a single in the first inning. Parker at first base, looking to move that runner over. Barrett takes the pitch for strike one. Runners on second and third, two outs, top one for the 0-1 pitch to Barrett. Hit past the shortstop in the left field, but it got there really quick, and he's going to have to hold the runner at third.
Yes, sir.
Powell with a good two-out single in the left field.
Elliot Cochran right here coming up.
Bases are juiced.
What were you saying about exit velo?
Exit velo.
Josh?
Austin made it around. I apologize. So that's going to make it 7-1. Thanks, Ben, for correcting me there. Oh, with a shot past the third baseman and unable to hold it there. Brookins puts the brakes on Barrett. Powell, Precise will score from third. Good call for the brakes on Powell there, Brookins.
Look how quickly the show's grown. Look, yesterday it was just us. Now you got a cameraman and a stat boy back there.
Right.
Man, I like it. But I need the correction now. That's going to make your score 8-1, folks, in the top of the second inning.
Coggins staying hot right here.
Coggins looks at strike one, but a good take there.
Elliot has only seen 2 pitches.
But he sure made them count, Ben. Poor guy. That'd have been a double if Barrett hadn't been in front of him, though. Coggins with a stroke back up to second baseman. Too hot, he can't handle it. Barrett's going to put the brakes on around third base. I think Adam thought about sending him there, and Barrett's just like, Coach Adam, watch me cook. But a good hard hit ball. The second baseman couldn't handle it there by Coggins Brown. And that'll bring up number 14, Jackson Jones, who singled in the first inning. Looking to do some damage here with the bases loaded, and then he gets hit by a pitch. And that's going to bring in a run. Jackson Jones with a hit by pitch for RBI. That'll score Barrett Powell.
Right.
That'll make your score 9-1 in the top of the second. Troy over Luverne. Jackson will get a courtesy runner since he's the pitcher tonight. Cole Cleveland will come on to run for Jackson. There's 2 outs, and the bases are loaded. And they are loaded this time. I checked them before I made that statement this time. Cochran at third, and Coggins Brown at second base. And Jalen Copeland looks at strike number 1. Jalen really looking to get his bat started tonight here. Had a pretty decent hit his first at bat, but he got out. Little inside maybe there and the pitch. Catcher throws the ball past the pitcher here, and that's going to score Cochran from third. An error by the catcher there on the throw back to the pitcher. That's going to make your score 10-1 Troy. And the pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman here, and he's going to throw across the diamond, and that throw's going to be off. He pulls the first baseman off the bag here, and Copeland is on with a single. And that brings up the young man that started the inning for us there, Ethan Ernsberger, who would like to duplicate his last at bat. Ethan digs in and the pitch. Ball in the dirt for ball 1. Coggins Brown at third. Cole Cleveland at second. Jalen on first base. High fly ball into center field. Caught by the center fielder who tracked the ball back. Pretty good hit by Ethan there. About 4 foot from the fence. Another good drive there, but the center fielder tracks the ball back and makes the third out of the inning there.
Oh, no. That they're not soft. They'll make my stuff. Yeah, if they sunflower seeds, reach my pocket. Half my bag coming out my pocket.
All right, Josh, I'm going to head back over.
Hey, Forrest, thanks for joining us in the booth, man.
Hey,
We'll send you that invoice.
he's throwing strikes.
Yes, he's eating up the zone, my man. Really. He's pitching well.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
He's frustrated. He got frustrated at first.
Got so worried about hitting, she could hit him.
Said our goodbyes to
This year, they had the
Forrest Albritton as he goes back over to the Luverne sideline. Good to have Forrest here with us, visiting.
thinking so much about hitting, she can't hit.
But a pretty good inning for the Troy Ozone All-Stars there. On top, 10-1 going into the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Luverne All-Stars is number 3 Landry, number 2 Raylan, or Rylan, and then number 6 Traylon. So Jackson Jones has his sign, working from the windup here. Grips the ball and the pitch. Taken for strike 1. Number 3 Landry up to bat on an 0-1 count. Troy looking to maintain that tight defense they got out of the first inning with. Swung on and hit down the first baseline. Foul ball. Ben, if that would have been fair, but it'd been trouble. You couldn't have painted it any better.
I'm glad it was foul. If you notice, with the turf mound here, Jackson has appeared to change his shoes every time he goes back in the dugout.
Oh, wow. Ben Cochran with the W call here. Swung on and chopped. Looked like he didn't mean to. With 1 out, Parker Precise fields it, throws it to Ernsberger at first for out number 1. Very observant call there, Ben. But you're right. And you know, the way they keep the dirt infields here, you know, that top little bit's pretty loose. So if you do want to go to a cleat while you're running your bases, that's probably a smart move there.
Turf mound is obviously very dangerous, very different. Any way you can fall off, might sprain your ankle, you know.
Pitch to first base. First pitch looking, Ethan Ernsberger fields it and steps on the bag for out number 2. That was number 2, Rylan. I apologize if I'm butchering that. That'll bring up number 6, Traylon, for Luverne, with 2 outs and the pitch. Swing on and a miss. Big cut right there from Traylon.
Sorry about that, Josh. I had to go have a conversation with Scott Ross about his calling errors and hits and such.
Oh, that's all right. Chop from Raylan, fielded by Cole Cleveland at second base. Throw to Ernsberger at first for out number 3.
Good job, fellas.
Nothing's more important than your game changer stats.
That's right.
No hits, no runs. No truer statement has ever been spoken.
Can you say official?
Official. That's it.
Official. Official.
That's what we run off of.
Yeah.
Does your wife keep book all the time?
That'll conclude the second inning. Going into the top of the third now,
Not now.
with the Troy boys on top, 10-1.
1 out.
Oh, yeah.
Just put a light on.
Looks like number 3 Landry will stay on the mound here for the Luverne All-Stars going into the third inning. been a long day of baseball. Luverne played earlier in the day. As a matter of fact, they played around 1 o'clock and had a big win over Mims Park, as we mentioned earlier. Rick, it's tough. You know, you've got to control that. What do? Do you stay outside or do you try to find some shade? Do you find an air conditioner? Do you go eat? You know, you've got to manage these kids and the ups and downs of baseball.
You're right, Josh. That may be the toughest part of this whole deal.
Matt, what says you?
I was always a big fan. If I was close enough, I was going back home. But because if you leave me out here, you know, trying to tell a bunch of 11 and 12-year-old boys, hey, you got to sit down under here, is just like telling me when I was 15, 16 years old, I couldn't go somewhere. Guess what? I was going to go anyway.
Well, then you get into the pretty mean game of a bottle flip.
Yeah.
Bottle flip, and then bottle flip turns into handball.
Yeah.
Then handball turns into a full-blown game of tackle football in the outfield. And
my favorite's always the one kid who takes it really serious and says, hey, come on, guys, hit it. And then they end up getting, you know, having altercations because of that. So
yeah, that's
there's always
right.
that one who wants to take what the coaches say seriously.
So here we go. Leading off the inning for Troy now is number 2, Zane Brookins. Brookins takes a pitch outside for ball 1. I'm guessing it was outside. Umpire calling a ball, Matt.
Yeah, we go back to that.
Absolutely.
All the time, you know.
And the pitch, Brookson hits it
Let's
high
go. Let's go.
in the air,
Let's go.
and it is caught by the left fielder. Good play by the left fielder there. That ball got up there, guys.
I thought it was going.
With this guy tonight, you know, that's a hard ball to really kind of pick up there.
Must be an awkward jet stream going right now or something. It's got to be some kind of as soon as I thought that was, I already getting ready to go retrieve the ball for him, but it was different. But no, Josh, like we said last night, you know, we can all have opinions all we want to, but there's only one man's opinion that counts in strikes, and that's that man behind the plate.
It's the way he sees it.
Josh, we can say it like Josh said last night.
So the umpire's making a mound visit here. Did he have time, Ben?
He said oohs and ahs all we want to, but it does not matter.
I was out of it.
You were looking to see if Jackson was changing his shoe. Ben picked that up. He's putting turf on the mound and cleats on when he runs. And I'm guessing that it looks like the pitch is going to, at least the scoreboard has it there. Ray Lynn, okay, thank you, Roll Tide Willie. How about you? Ray Lynn, okay, perfect. Ball to Judd Ross. 2-1's the count. Thank you, Blue, for speaking loud enough for us to hear you out here. And the pitch.
Well, Matt,
maybe a little high there.
The wind has begun to pick up and blow in a little bit.
It is blowing in now.
So I would have bet Josh's paycheck that ball was going to get out of here.
It looked really good off the bat.
Like, I've gone and got the last 2 home run balls. I was already starting my light jog over there.
Well, Judd looks at strike number 2. 3-2 is going to be your count.
I would not look good as Rick did run back over here a few minutes ago, but mine was definitely.
No, Rick in extreme cardiovascular shape. Ross takes a pitch, looks at strike number 3. So 2 outs right off the bat here in the top of the 3rd. Cole Cleveland looking for the old 2-out rally. And the pitch. Cole hits one sharp back at the shortstop. Great play there.
We're back live again. Hot mic.
We don't know how many
3 outs.
That's the 3rd out.
Third out. Top of the 3rd.
First scoreless inning for Troy right there.
10-1.
So 10-1 still your score. Going into the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Not sure if you can see the numbers on the scoreboard or if it's just a orange blur. But there you go.
10-1.
But trust us, it is 10-1. We do get that much right.
Well, if we're going by the scoreboard, yeah.
If we're going, that's correct. What does Scott Ross's game changer says? That's official. Rick running like he's on Baywatch. You know, Mark, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
It really was. Like we were mid-sentence and I stopped admiring. Man, he has a very athletic trot.
Gotcha.
He had a lot of home runs in his
Troy
career.
with a pitching change here, guys. Number 16, Parker Precise, is going to toe the rubber here. Parker a grown man, if you will. Stands about 6'4", probably 100, I don't know, 80 pounds of chiseled stone, and built by Michael Precise, I think. You know how that goes. Not really, folks. Parker is a big kid, a tall kid, and throws the ball real well. Has a really good curve ball. Jackson Jones having a really good night, only allowing 1 run. So good on him. So
I believe that would be in the earned category either. So
yeah, that is correct. No earned runs. So Matt, what do we look like defensively now? We got Barrett Powell over at third base, who has played third for Troy some before. So no stranger to it really. Precise on the mound, and is Brookins still catching here, or we got another catcher?
yeah, it's Cole's at second.
Cole's at second. Elliott's short. Coggins in right. Matt, is that your son in right?
That would be. They say he's my son.
Austin.
I can't say 100%, but
With that height, there's no doubt, Matt. Austin in center field, and Judd Ross is going to hang out with us over here in left field. So
Judd, you say hey to the people back home.
say hey to the people, Judd. Thanks, Judd. That's $50. We'll send your dad an invoice.
What's that song? To the people, to the people.
Oh, you better be easy. Son. We're getting the copyright stuff, Rick.
Oh,
I don't want to.
We do not own the rights to that music, though.
Yeah.
I didn't sing the right notes. It shouldn't matter. Or the word.
Rick, just a little heads up there. Cheat a little more toward the batter. I got scolded yesterday.
Really? Because it does.
Apparently, if the batter's in view, that don't mean they can see him at home.
That's right. Yeah.
So, but now we hadn't been scolded yet.
Jim is asking
And the
down
pitch
here
from
in the
Parker
corner,
Precise.
and gave us a very
Yes, he
sharp
did.
point.
Strike one.
Miss Ashley gets a very sharp point yesterday.
Ooh. And I am blessed enough to live with that woman, Matt Brown. So, up to bat is number 23, Bryson, who takes a pitch low for ball 1. 1-1's going to be your count with no outs here in the bottom of the third. After holding Troy scoreless in the top of the third, Luverne looking to make up some ground here. Parker comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice breeze.
Oh, it feels outstanding. Outstanding. Parker working from the windup and the pitch. Low in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2 is going to be your count. To number 23, Bryson. Come on, Park. We got you a pretty good lead here. And the pitch. Took strike 3 looking.
Now we're throwing the ball around.
Now we're throwing the ball around. Good observation there by Ben Cochran. He said, man, I tell you what, Ben has been an asset to the booth tonight, gentlemen. Rick, you as well.
Well,
I'm waiting for Ben to drop the team with the most runs will win the game. I'm waiting for that to come out next.
That was coming. You kind of stole his thunder. It was like a fourth inning deal.
Sorry about that.
Number 12, Jackson takes a pitch low for ball 1.
The sun is out. It's daylight. The sun is out. It's daytime.
Precise working fairly quickly here with a big wind up and a pitch low again for ball 2.
We had the umpire from yesterday. He'd be back in the dugout by now.
Ooh, easy, man. Easy, man. We're not trying to get fined out here, man. We want to be able to keep our free stream going. Ball past the catcher there for ball number 3, 3-0. Really looking for the batter to take on the 3-0 pitch. Number 12, Jackson, looking to get on base and start Luverne off here in the bottom of the third. Precise with the pitch. Straight down the gut for a strike 1.
Yeah, the takes on all that long there.
Luverne looking to get that base runner. We want to see if Parker can do it 2 more times here. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. That's going to give us a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. A wise man once said, wherever you go, there you are. That's Mark Ross in the house. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3. Precise with a really good pitch there to seal this 2nd out of the inning.
Real great command on a 3-2 off speed.
Bold enough to go there, right?
He did.
It was stout.
See what's really bold to me right now is this. Normally, if you play loud and heavy, you better be a big basher coming up.
No doubt about it. This gets him back to the leadoff batter.
Typically, leadoff hitters are not.
A little high and inside, maybe.
That's a bold choice for a song right there.
Well, I hit leadoff today, so that changes.
Number 4, Cam up to bat. Looks at ball 1.
No.
Okay. So, you know, I'm saying that's
Swing on and a miss. 1-1's going to be your count. The fastball from Precise seems to be working really well. That's a big change of speed going from Jackson Jones to Parker Precise here. And the pitch. A little low for ball 2. 2-1.
Parker kind of lost his balance going up. I think cleats on that turf can be a real issue.
No doubt. Maybe he should change it
Yeah.
again.
It's that mound, man.
Ben, once you trade shoes with him.
And the pitch.
Sorry.
Swung on and missed for strike number 2. Man, we're looking at 2s here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom 3.
Wow. I got the Ozone. I don't think we need to change.
And the
anymore.
pitch. Whoa! Strike number 3. Cam takes it looking. That was a filthy curveball there.
That's one
from
thing
Parker Precise.
I always wonder about the bigger players with longer legs, how they will adjust to a portable mound, where their landing spot is. It's like, is it too close? I mean,
Well, you know, the mounds, we noticed that, and I think we made mention of that day 1 at opening ceremonies, that the mounds they actually had out here on the 12U field was very short stride and a big drop-off. They've actually changed these mounds since day 1, and for us, it's a good thing, for sure, because we got some guys that can really get out there.
I didn't notice they had changed them.
Yes, the
More orange than yesterday, I think. There's more orange color up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
and is this the same? Yeah, no, Luverne will stick with number 3, Landry there. So Cam got the last name.
It's a- they moved there.
It's Kenton Cross playing for Luverne. It does not appear he is.
No,
I do not see him out there.
no, and I think even Kenton is out of this age group now. He would be a year older.
Kenton, a question from one of our gold members,
Gold
Mark
members.
Ross, out there. Kenton would be aged out in this group and would
Yeah.
be in the
His
DC
first
boys.
year at the, yes, right.
Yes.
Speaking of Kenton, since we're talking about him, great utility guy. Kid can catch, bunts the ball great. Like if he bunts, he's probably going to get on for a hit. And a great attitude. Really enjoyed. We played in.
But 10 years.
That was it. Yeah, when we split up and went to Russellville. That's why we was in Russellville.
He was one of the 2
Really enjoyed
10-year-olds
getting to hang around
big
Kenton.
thing. Yes, big kid.
and
Great dad.
just his attitude. That kid caught a whole day behind the plate. Just he really give it his all. So that's going to bring up number 18, Austin Banks,
They're right here. I'll just go right here.
who is looking to stay hot once again with a home run, his first at bat, and here he is digging in the 4th inning. Chopped foul and fielded barehanded by Precise in the on-deck circle. Wow, Parker, you better calm down there.
But you got a pitch on us in the game, man.
Man, what is wrong with that guy? Love you, Park. And the pitch. High for ball 2. 2-1 your count. No outs. Top 4. 10-1 is your score. And the pitch. Stroke down into left field. That ball's going to hit the fence. Austin's rounding first, and he'll dig for 2, and he's going to go into second base standing up. for a ball that was just absolutely drilled to the left field fence. And Austin, having the speed that he has, made that double pretty easy.
Hit that ball so hard, it's hard for Rick to keep up on the camera. Sorry
Exit
for the,
velo, Ben.
sorry
Exit
for the,
velo.
Velo stands for velocity, by the way, if you're curious at home about that.
That'll bring up Parker Precise. They'll turn around and just try to keep Austin honest there. And he works very quickly here. Oh, Precise with a big fly ball here in foul territory. Good hustle by the left fielder here, number 7, Drew. Great hustle there, dives for it, comes up a little short. Precise will stay alive with a 0-1 count.
You gotta think he may make them pay for that one.
It's very possible. When you get a chance to get that out, well, you did exactly what that young man just did, and you lay out for it.
Everything you got.
Parker digs in for the 0-1 pitch, and they'll turn around and watch Landry work right here, purposely working fast back to the hitter to keep Austin as close to second base as he can. The umpire called that a little outside for ball 1, which is smart. Austin is just extremely fast. The 1-1 pitch to Precise, taken for strike number 2. Very good pitch there from Landry.
Yeah, you got to think this is the right-handed batter. You probably already got Austin on third base by now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Austin breaks, and that ball is gone.
Later ball.
Bye. 2-run shot from number 16, Parker Precise, which makes the score 12-1, Troy. In the top of the 4th inning. Rick, they call that a no-doubter.
Yeah, just second Oppo home run of the tournament, I believe.
That is correct.
That's always impressive to watch.
So no outs. That home run bringing in Banks, who was trying to steal third, but Parker kind of stole his thunder there. And that'll bring up Barrett Powell with no outs in the top of the 4th inning. And the pitch. Well hit ball there in the left field. It gets past the left fielder. Barrett's going to round first base, and he's going to be digging for 2. Barrett slides into second base from strict instructions from Coach Brookins there at third base. Barrett not known for his wheels, but goes in sliding safely at second base for a nice double there.
We'll call it a slide. We'll go with that.
That's something.
Hey, the coach said get down, and that's exactly what he did.
Barrett probably, Barrett's limping there.
He actually saw a pitch.
Look
at that.
Elliott takes a pitch there.
Josh, about them wheels, man.
I don't know, man.
He hit like Mach 2.5 on that one.
He's limping. Looks like he may have twisted his ankle going into the bag there. I don't know what the rule is with a runner here. Oh no. Barrett after a good hit. Not looking like he can put a whole lot of pressure on that. Barrett, who's having a pretty good tournament. Not really. Not real sure there, Rick.
Yeah.
You know, Barrett's had a couple of growth plate injuries in the past year, and we don't know now if he's just a little scared when something happens or what the case may be, but we've really got to kind of keep an eye on that. We dodged a major surgery before baseball season. So Coach Holton making the substitutions there, and that's going to bring up Elliott Cochran. The count is 1-0. No outs. Elliott with a blue fly ball past the diving second baseman there. Precise on his way to third, and he'll be held up by Coach Brookins there. Elliott on the bag 3 times today, Rick.
That's right.
It's a hit.
A hit is a hit. Line drive in the book.
That'll bring up number 6, Coggins Brown.
Not that we're counting.
Coggins looking to stay hot, who hit a good ground out to the shortstop his first at bat, then come in with a good single.
Nobody out. Got our man up again, Coggins Brown. 2 ducks on the pond.
And the pitch. Swing on and driven in the left field, and that's going to make it to the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And that'll be a stand-up single from Coggins Brown. You like that, Matt? Stand-up single?
I like the stand-up single,
If he could,
to clarify.
If he could run like his daddy, he'd probably on third base by this
If
time.
only he was
He's
as
third
fast
base.
as
He
their
probably would have had to slide,
Listen,
Maybe, yeah.
but would have been a triple for sure.
100%.
And the pitch. Landry working quick here to number 14, Jackson Jones, who takes the first pitch for a ball. One and 0 is going to be the count to Jackson Jones.
Do we have an injury report? Mr. Matt?
Oh man, Ben, you
Matt.
got to get on that.
Mr. Matt,
Somebody.
do we have an injury report?
I think there's...
He's on the bench over against my
Jackson Jones takes as a pitch for
Mom went up
strike
there a
1.
minute ago, was checking
1
on
and 1
him.
to count.
She didn't seem too concerned, so I'm going to leave it at that. But no, Miss Ashley is a very tough woman, so she may be, get up and get it going speech. But
And the pitch gets past the catcher for ball number 2.
what?
Ooh, easy, Coggins.
Hurt on the ankle, Scott. Adam?
Was he telling him down or just he was
Yeah,
putting on the
down,
brakes?
down.
Ooh, wait a minute. All right, well, everybody's good. Everybody's good. That's 1-1 count here to Jones. And the pitch swung on and popped up into center field. The center fielder's under it and will make the catch. The throw in goes all the way to the plate and gets past the catcher, but Coggins will hold still there at third. And that'll be your first out of the inning. That'll bring up number 7, Jalen Copeland. Jalen looking to get this RBI here. Coggins coming in from third base. And the pitch. Taken for ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. 14-1 your score. Troy on top. And the pitch. Copeland pops up on the first base side. That's going to be out of play. One and 1's the count with 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th. Jalen looking to get this runner home here. And the pitch. Swung on. The diving second baseman. What a play, but makes the overthrows the first baseman there. That's going to be hit and then advanced on an errant throw. But that was a great hit and a great stop by the second baseman on that play there. Phenomenal stop.
That was a really good effort.
Jalen will steal third and be in the left field, and the throw gets by the third baseman into left field.
I knew you could call that.
Oh, they call an interference on the batter.
Yeah, this is something that we.
So he's got to go back to second base.
A lot more softball players on the baseball feel like that. Holding the box. If the box play is not
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
home,
yeah.
you've got to hold the box.
Yeah.
If you step out, you're in the line of interference, and that's possible.
Yep. No doubt. Now we'll
2 outs.
2 outs. We'll be able to review that, Matt, and check it and make sure that's what it was. But
That rule is not probably enforced as well as it should be on a lot of levels, but I believe that umpire got the call right.
Brookins gets a hold of that out into center field, but it's going to be fielded easily by the center fielder for the 3rd and final out of the inning.
Very unfortunate for Ethan there and that batter's
it
box
is.
rule.
You know,
Taking it a bat away from.
the mentality
I guess
is
that's the rule.
you're backing out to look at the sign from the coach.
Yeah.
And, you know,
That's a
there's
lesson learned. Yeah, the next thing about it, I mean, hopefully that'll be something that, Coach Michael and Brookins and Coach Holt will be able to talk to him about next time they're together about, permanently holding the box.
but a 5-run inning there from the boys of Troy. The score being 15-1 now, going into the bottom of the 4th.
Thoughts about it. Hey, look here, he looked very free all year. That's first time good for the Tigers this year.
So, looking ahead now for Luverne, number 8, Jax, will lead us off. Number 11, Chandler, who had a big hit to center field his first inning, and number 18, Tristan, will come to the plate for the Luverne All-Stars.
Center, Judd Ross back and left. Who's on third base?
I believe it's going to be Cole, but
Probably a good. Oh, yeah.
Austin's
the back.
Austin's going.
Cole's out there catching up.
Oh, okay.
I don't like those with the bacon.
Oh, speaking of a nice
Oh.
brisk jog, ladies and gentlemen, Baywatch has arrived.
Oh, copyright.
All right.
Baywatch has arrived.
Yeah. So, leading off the inning here for the Luverne All-Stars will be number 8, Jax. So, after talking with Barrett, he said it was the back of his heel, maybe toward the Achilles. But first pitch is a ball from Precise to number 8, Jax. There wasn't a pop. There wasn't anything there, so maybe a small strain or something. They've got some ice in the dugout. And the pitch taken for strike 1. 1-1 is going to be the count to number 8, Jax. As Parker Precise looks to get to work here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch fouled back.
What is the run rule?
It would be 10 after 4, so it is in effect.
So if we're able to hold them here.
Luverne needs to score 5 runs here to stay alive. Swung on and a miss. Wow.
Oh, you got the backwards K and you got the sword. So
Yes.
he just
So I'll just simply put that down as a
did
K.
a lot of fencing here today. Fencing for you at home, you might know, is an Olympic sport where they sword fight the whole time. Hence the sword reference.
That brings up number 11, Chandler,
But we are in Alabama.
We are in Alabama, that's right. It'd be fencing here.
as Parker comes into his windup and the pitch. Swung on and fouled off by number 11, Chandler, son of head coach Hunter, that's Hunner, Moody, there at third base. Yeah, if you say it quick, everybody thinks it's Hunter with the T, but no, it's 2 N's there. Worked with him, great guy, good family, good kids. Swung on. I couldn't tell if it was miss or foul tip in the glove there, but
It's foul tip.
regardless, it's a 0-2 count now on number 11, Chandler, and the pitch. Swung on and foul tip.
Looks like we have some good friends showing up to the ballpark. Maybe they got the time wrong or their watches
in, huh?
kind of had a low battery or something, but
Uh-oh.
it's good to see number 1 supporter Mark Ross.
Mark Ross,
His
gold
son,
member.
Drake. Yep.
Gold member. Precise gets his sign, and the pitch swung on and fouled back again by Moody. Chandler putting up a good fight here. And Rick, you know, as hard as Parker throws the ball, man, when he throws that all-speed, that curveball in there, it's just tough to hang on to. Chandler doing very well here this at bat. Parker gets his sign into his windup and the pitch. Fastball driven into right field. Oh, almost an awesome catch by Coggins, and he's going to throw that ball in. You better not go to second on that arm. Almost a tremendous catch by Coggins there.
Yeah.
Great effort. And there was no doubt that he was going to hold that to a single.
That was
Coggins with a big arm.
quite an accurate throw right on the bag at second.
Yes, it was. So Moody is on again with a single here in the bottom of the fourth.
You see there, it's a great example of
Swing
how
and miss.
important the jump off the bat in the outfield is. It's the difference
Yes.
between several feet, being able to make plays like that. He almost had that one there.
Number 18, Tristan at bat. Swung and missed at strike one and looks at strike number two. Precise working ahead here, 0-2 the count.
Josh, do you know what the most effective pitch in baseball is?
The next one. And the pitch. Ooh, a
Not quite.
little low for ball one.
No, it's a well-located fastball, Josh.
Well-located fastball.
That's what we're watching right here.
And the pitch. Whoa, what a pitch.
Except
Got
for that
Tristan
one.
looking. That was a well-thrown curveball.
Yeah, I'll speak.
2 outs. Bottom of the fourth inning. Here for the boys of Troy. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. That's going to be out of play. Maybe even over to the next ball field. Watch out, guy dragging the dirt. Parker has pitched really well here this evening. And the pitch. Ball gets past Brookins there, and he's going to fire it down to second base anyway. And great block up there by Elliott. Chandler moves from first to second base on a pass ball. 1-1 is going to be your count. There's going to be 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Troy looking to get out of here and maybe tend to some wounds here. Swung on and hit to the third baseman. Austin Banks fielded and a throw over to first. Ernsberger with the stretch, and that's going to be the 3rd out in the bottom of the fourth. And that's going to be, should be your ball. It is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 15-1 run rule after 4 innings. Troy gets a big win here in Lagoon Park in Montgomery, Alabama tonight.
Those are our
Got a
fireworks.
little fireworks behind us.
Those are ours.
Maybe.
There's
Who
some
knows?
fireworks on the field tonight as well.
It's definitely something going on back there. But hey, here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 15-1 win for your Troy All-Stars. And that's going to put them playing at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So if you can join us somewhere around 11 o'clock, we'll be bringing you the full broadcast. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, be mindful. We'll keep this thing rolling as long as we can keep the phone cool. And Rick, that's going to take us into a big showdown with Opelika now.
That's right. We've been matching up with Opelika for the last several years.
Opelika, as a matter of fact, knocking us out of the state tournament a couple of years ago. There in Greenville when we played for a state tournament. So Troy kind of looking back to, looking to get a little payback there, a little revenge, if you will. So, ladies and gentlemen, and matter of fact, they're going to do Ethan's home run ball. So
And Parker.
let me see if I can get him here. Let me see if I can go out here and get mobile. Ethan and Austin, matter of fact. So it's a good little thing that Diamond Youth Baseball does once again. Gives out the home run balls here to each player who hits one out during the ball game. So Big E, Ethan Ernsberger, and number 18, Austin Banks, will be receiving the home run balls this evening. Both with monster shots this evening. So just waiting on our Dixie youth official here. Looks like once again it'll be Mr. Jack Fillingham, the National Diamond Youth Baseball Director. There's old Zane Brookins checking in here. So number 18, Austin Banks. Good job, Austin. Parker Precise with another this tournament. There's his mom, Miss Holly there.
All in your big job.
Yeah, it's all right. It's just the back of your head, Holly. No big deal. And number 19, Big E, Ethan Ernsberger.
Did she not even call my baby name out?
She did.
I didn't hear.
You can't hardly hear anything out here.
Good job, E.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be coming back to you tomorrow for a Troy versus Opelika showdown at about 11 o'clock tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.